Now, I can't see myself lasting too long out here. You can see my breath. But I just had such a beautiful moment with my daughter, and it made me think of a few things. And, you know, the reason why I'm ever making any of these videos is because my heart is just overflowing with love for the world and for its people and for the possibility of how we could all be living. And so I just put my daughter down for a nap, right? And, she's squirming and stuff a little bit, couldn't really get settled, and so I just started to talk to her. And she's a year and a half, by the way. And, I would just tell her things that I love about her, that, oh man, what's up with me and all these tears lately? On the internet, of all places. I'm just telling her all the stuff that I love about her, and that no matter what happens, I'll always do my best to help her in life and to protect her any way I can, and that she deserves to grow up free, and she deserves to know what that means, and that daddy's always gonna be there to make sure that I'm looking out for her and her freedom and her life. And I was just thinking, like, man, this is how, maybe not in exactly the same way, but this is how every child deserves to go down to sleep at night, or to go down for a nap, is just in full appreciation of who they are, and what they bring to the world. And yeah, that's just, like, every child deserves to go to sleep in full appreciation of who they are, and have their parents there. And it got me thinking about my mom and how she grew up, and how she has sleep issues to this day because the people who were supposed to take care of her did not take care of her. In fact, they did her wrong in every way that you could do a child wrong. It just got me thinking, just like, how could you do that to a child? And so, then I was filled up with compassion for her and just what she's been through, and really helped me to take a step back and put things into perspective. Because, like, I could just imagine, my own mother as a little child. She wasn't being told the things that she loved, or that her parents loved about her when she was going to sleep. She was getting yelled at and beaten, and it's just not fair. It's just not fucking right. That's also why I make these videos. Because the world does not need to be the way that it is. Plain and simply. This could be the most beautiful place that there's ever been. We've got this idea that heaven and hell somehow exist outside of where we already are. A lot of people have even dropped the concept of heaven and hell entirely, and then most people understand it for what it really is. Well, I guess I shouldn't say most people, but for those of us awakened, that it's just a matter of the choices that you make. You experience either heaven or hell in every given day. You could experience it in a moment-to-moment basis. And sure, when you die, the energy that you die with translates into the energy that you will move into when your spirit leaves your body. And that's, if you've ever read the Tibetan Book of the Dead or any of that kind of stuff, they talk about the bardos. Just the realm beyond this place is entirely spirit, it's entirely energy, it's entirely frequency, and it's in the moment. It's like the story of the giving tree, if you've ever heard that. This man, he's walking through the desert, and he's so hot, he has no more water left. He's thinking he's not going to be able to make it to where he needs to go. And he sees a tree providing shade. And his eyes fill with hope, and he runs over to this tree and he sits down in the shade and thinks, oh my goodness, this is the best day of my life. All I wish I had was one glass of water, and this day would be perfect. And he looks down in his hand, and he's got a glass of water in his hand. And he drinks the water, and he says, oh my God, this day is perfect, but what would make it even better is if I had another glass of water and maybe some of my favorite foods to eat. And again, he looks down, his glass has been refilled, and over to his left, now there's a whole table full of his favorite foods that he can eat. And he drinks the water and he eats the foods, and he's having a great time to himself. And then he hears a strange sound, because he knows that he's the only person around for miles. He hears a strange sound and he thinks, what the hell was that? And he starts to panic a little bit, and he thinks, oh my God, was that a tiger? Or a lion or a scorpion, or what was that? And then all of a sudden, all three are walking towards him. He says, oh my God, they're coming towards me. They're coming faster and faster. Oh my God, they're going to kill me. And they do. And essentially, it's a story of the realm of spirit, in the sense that we're here to master our energy. We're here to master the type of existence we wish to truly experience. Because when we do move on from this place where things are slower, and you have the ability to, in the moment, desire something before it not to instantly manifest, which is a wonderful privilege. We're learning how to take it to the next step, where we exist immediately inside of the energy that we choose to exist in. And step by step, as we continue to make those choices for ourselves on any given day, where we want to show love to other people, where we show love to ourselves, and that's, of course, where it all starts, is showing yourself enough love to be able to give it out to others. Yeah, I just wanted to share that because it popped into my experience, and it gave me quite a profound feeling of compassion. Like, damn, I just love people so much. And I know that we deserve so much better from our world, and our world deserves so much better from us. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Short video. Alright, well, was just thinking, I was gonna say happy holidays, but I'm probably not gonna be releasing this till about the New Year-ish, because I got videos stacked up right now, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, anyways, I hope you had a good holiday season. And yeah, just know that as crazy as things might get at times, you got somebody right here who loves you, even though I don't know who you are. As crazy as it might sound, I don't care. Because I know what I feel inside of myself. I know that I have so much love. I give the clothes off my back to somebody who needs it more than me. And it's not even just about helping those in need, it's just about loving people in general, right? Just falling in love with your own life as it is. Because ultimately, unless we're existing in unconditional love, you're not going to be able to experience the greatest bliss that this human life has to offer. And that's what I strive for every day. To just show up and love people. And that's it. It's that easy, you know? We complicate things so much. And myself, I love to philosophize and all that, but really it just comes down to unconditional love. Because it is truly the ultimate wisdom. I've had so many people sit and debate with me about things, talk about all the issues going on in the world and what's the best strategy to go about fixing it and all this. And you know, I get that there's effective ways to go about things and ineffective ways to go about things, but the only way that the earth, that its people, will ever truly heal is if each person decides to look within themselves and explore the possibility of unconditional love within themselves. And this is where, you know, I talked about in the phase 2 video, I believe it was, that the written law will dissolve. A lot of people can't conceive of not having law. But if you really think about yourself, and I know that if you're watching this video, you're somebody who does every day their best to live through the eyes of unconditional love. So I know that you're going to probably understand this more so. That just when you do awaken to that fact, when you awaken to that perspective, you respect life more. To the point that you don't need to be told how to behave. You just leave people's things alone. There's just this innate respect that comes along with unconditional love. There's just this, it's almost like an avoidance of wrongdoing that blossoms. That's a whole other video. I don't want to drag this one out, so yeah, I hope that you're doing well. And as always, I love you so much. And I hope you have the best day ever. Alright, adios.